Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with your general reading for the week of July 18th through July 24th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. So today we're going to go ahead and use some of my own decks. Now, if you've been on the channel for a minute, several months ago I talked about that I was creating some new decks. I am still in the process. These are some of my older ones of creating those. I did actually finish one. There's 9 of them. I finished one before that. I finished another one, but I don't just kind of put them together. I actually wait for the messages to come that are meant to be on there. Sometimes they come through dreams. Sometimes they come through just kind of as knowings or messages that are kind of come in, right? They come in all different ways, but so it takes me a long time to create my decks. And of course, everybody is different. Everybody creates different. That just tends to be the way that it works for me within this process, because I want the messages to be insightful, to be meaningful, to be, you know, stuff that really needs to come through for all of you guys. So I really take my time with them, and it gets to be a bit seeing them there and not completed, but they're a work in progress, and I'm super thankful that the messages do come through. So let's go ahead and see what else you need to know. We're gonna get 6 of these guys. Oh, dead end. And a couple of these ones. These ones are a little bit harder for me anyway, so we're going to shuffle them a few times, and then we're going to just split them up into 3 different decks. Vulnerability, hard work, and all right. So let's get into it. You have clarity. What do you really want? That's so interesting. So you're being asked, Aquarius, to really pay attention, tune into what it is that you actually want within your life. This could be ticking off boxes for all the categories, really just money, career, relationship, right, health, kind of everything. What is it that you want? And what can you do to begin to bring that into your reality? Clarity really brings things into focus when we know exactly what it is. Sometimes, as if, you know, for an example, if you're thinking about really wanting money or more money, that sort of thing, the more money really doesn't create the intention. It's generally, if you can think about a number amount and or what it is that you're wanting. If you're wanting to take a vacation, or if you're wanting to have money in savings, how much money do you need? What kind of vacation? How much might that cost? What might that look like? Or if you're looking for a relationship or your specific special person, what kind of qualities might they have? What kind of things might they be interested in? Where might you be able to look for them, right? Or to begin to, you know, create space for them. That might be cleaning out a drawer, you know, or cleaning out, doing some spring cleaning or some cleaning in your closet, that sort of thing, to create space for another person to come in. There's so many different ways that you can do that, but it all begins with clarity, with knowing and getting to a space of understanding what it is that you do want. And part of that does come through, Aquarius, with also understanding what you don't want. So any past experiences really bring that information up into the forefront, so you can be like, oh yeah, well, I didn't really care for that, so I'm looking for something opposite of that, or however that might resonate for you. But getting that clarity, knowing what it is that you really do want, setting intentions toward that, creating action towards that, is what's really going to bring that into your reality, because the seeds are being planted. You're planting the seeds every day, Aquarius. So the seeds are being planted to bring in what it is that you really do want within that clarity. You are always planting seeds, whether we realize it or not. Some can be perceived as negative, some can be perceived as positive, but you're always planting seeds. So when you think about a garden and being the gentle gardener of your own life, Aquarius, when there you have a garden, you really take out the things such as weeds, right, that are impeding on the growth of whatever the seeds that you want to grow that you have planted. If they're impeding on that, you remove that. So that is something else. Bringing that clarity in, knowing what you do want versus what you don't want, which you've already had experiences toward, really creates the momentum for those to be able to grow and flourish. So that is super gorgeous. And then trust. You have trust here. Trust is, trusting in yourself, trusting in universe, in spirit, but also setting that intention, trusting within that clarity, and also knowing that even when you set intentions, right, if some more information comes to light, that you can trust in the fact that it is okay to also change your mind. Sometimes we get into this place where we feel like it's very cut and dry or set in stone. Well, I said I wanted this, so that's what I have to stick with, and that's not true. You get to trust yourself to make the best decisions for you within the moment. You get to trust yourself to, be able to renegotiate with yourself, with spirit, with universe, with the intentions that you set. When you have more information, you get to trust yourself to really, really navigate your life, navigate that clarity, navigate what it is that you want, navigate the seeds that you're planting, and trust that no matter what it is gets to come through for you, that you get to create, co-create, be a part of what is happening going on within your reality, knowing that you have the power to pull the weeds from your own garden if that is needed, and trust that you know which ones are weeds, Aquarius. Because sometimes, I'll be honest, my own personal experience, there's times where I go out to a flower garden or what have you to, pull the weeds, and I'm not really sure which ones are. And that can be true within our own lives, within our own minds, even when we're not really sure if the thoughts are bringing or creating, or the seeds that are being planted are ones that we truly want to pluck, or if they're things even within memories and replaying things, whether they're things that are creating a positive benefit or a flower to bloom and blossom, or whether they're creating a weed to bloom, right? Or not to bloom, but to grow within our own mind garden, within the garden of our life. So, but you get to trust that the choices that you make, right, are going to be the right ones, are the right ones for you in that moment, and that you can renegotiate with yourself when you have more knowledge. It doesn't have to be so cut and dry all the time. And you get to allow for that vulnerability to be there as well, to really be open with yourself, be honest with yourself, to know, right? Because there's an idea sometimes that when we look at, things that we perceive as not liking, or things that we perceive as negative, that's going to bring more of that to you. But you can set that intention to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be honest with yourself, and to not create from that, to not plant seeds for your future reality from that. You can set that intention like you start, or excuse me, Aquarius. So do that, right? Set the intention that, I'm just gonna, if that is something that concerns you, or something that has been, you know, holding you back from renegotiating, or really looking at things, looking at the shadow, reflecting on things, if that has been holding you back from being that vulnerable you, from allowing that honesty to shine through, then set an intention that it can't hold you back, that you don't create from that space, okay? That is for yourself to be able to renegotiate, to get more knowledge, to be honest with yourself, and to have a deeper understanding, that deeper clarity. Also, self-care is coming in for you here, Aquarius. So that is all part of that trust, that vulnerability, that taking that look, that pulling the weeds, that all in my definition, at least, or in my thoughts or beliefs, is part of self-care. We get to, please do hear the word get to, have difficult conversations with ourselves. We get to gain clarity. We get to trust. We get to plant the seeds for what it is that we truly do want. We also get to be vulnerable, and we get to renegotiate. We do not have to sit in this place feeling stuck and feeling as if things are set in stone. You get to change your mind. You get to create new ideas. You get to have new understandings. You get to have that growth. New experiences, new learnings come through. They happen every day, if not minute by minute, Aquarius. And self care is included with the understandings. Self care can be, taking breaks. It can be really focusing on yourself. It can be treating yourself. It can be taking baths. It can be so many things. It also can be that trust, right? It also can be that vulnerability, that clarity. It can be doing all of the things that assist you, that benefit you in growing and thriving, because that is what I believe we're here to do, Aquarius, is to thrive. So self-care is included in that. So make sure that you are taking time for you. Also, if you need it, ask for help. Ask for help. Ask your friends. Ask your family, ask spirit, ask divine, ask mentors, ask whoever you might need to, or whoever you feel might be of assistance to you during that, right? You can ask for help. Now, sometimes we don't get to see or understand, or aren't in this space of really almost hearing ourselves. And for some people, when they ask other people, well, how do you see this? Or how do you think I see that? Or how do you, that sort of thing, they can give us more clarity, because especially if they are very honest and open with you, they can give you more clarity about kind of where you're coming from their perspective, right? Whether you're coming from this really blooming, blossoming, flowerful kind of garden space, or if you're coming kind of from the weeds. So you can ask other people to assist you in that, and then allow yourself to trust what it is that they're giving you, because when you go and ask for that, 9 times out of 10, they're probably not going to give you information or their thoughts that aren't valid, or that they don't feel are valid in your situation or for you specifically. Also, you have dead end here. So there's something that has been potentially been being planted, right? As far as the seeds are being planted, that is actually not going to come to fruition. It's going to come to a dead end. That is for your benefit, Aquarius. It is not something that is going to be happening to be harmful for you. This could be a weed that you didn't see, that has been coming out, that you might hear from other people when you ask for help, that is going to become a dead end in the most positive and beautiful way, to create that beautiful lush garden that is ready to bloom and blossom all around you. Trusting also, if you don't trust yourself to do, or to look into, or to allow yourself to be vulnerable, you could find yourself at a dead end as far as really getting what it is that you want, just for the simple fact that you're not open to kind of either listening to other people or even listening to yourself, Aquarius. So this is kind of a deep reading for the general reading, but of course this is the message that needs to come through for some of you, and to really kind of take the initiative, take the action to gain that clarity, and to really look at potential weeds within your garden of your own life. So you also have hard work is paying off. So those of you that are really tuning in and heeding the message that is coming through, the hard work that you are willing to do, or that you are doing, really understanding where you're coming from, what is kind of going on within your life, any patterns, any cycles that you continue, and really plucking those weeds out of the garden is paying off. It's going to be paying off in a big way. And then it also says, notice what you are feeling, tune into your inner guidance, right? So you're getting that inner guidance that is coming through as well, that is going to be niggles and nudges, that are going to be spirit divine, your own higher self, your higher power, that is going to be offering assistance to you as well. This may come through with you really kind of having some thoughts or some internal dialogue, external dialogue that you're hearing for the first time, that you're hearing yourself, right? Either say these or think these or have these arguments potentially within your own mind. And you're hearing it for the first time and you're like, oh, wait, so that might also be where that dead end is coming in here, Aquarius, that there's going to be kind of a dead end as far as that goes, that you're going to hear this for the first time, understand this for the first time, and you're going to notice those feelings around it, the way that it makes you feel. Because a lot of times when we have a feeling, right, there is a thought that is associated. So when you're having a thought or there's a feeling coming, like if you're feeling really crappy, notice the way that you're thinking. Or if you're thinking really crappy, notice the way that you're feeling, because it's connected. So that may be where that dead end is coming, that it may be coming through this ask for help card. It may be coming through, and that vulnerability, that spirit divine, your inner guidance, your higher self, your higher power is coming in to really almost open your ears for the first time, so that you're noticing that those thoughts are creating those feelings, or those feelings are creating those thoughts, however you want to think about that. And it's creating kind of this dead end where you're like, whoa, I've never noticed that before. And or your family, friends, however that resonates for you, they may be seeing something and you're like, oh my gosh. And then you notice it and you notice the feelings associated, and it creates that dead end or that stop, that, or where you're pulling the weeds of that. This is all part of self-care, but it also is all about that vulnerability and that clarity, Aquarius, that really for many of us is needed at this time. Because when we continue to say that we want, but we don't really have any clear definition or any clear reasoning, right? Everybody wants to be successful. What does success mean to you? Because it means something different to everybody. What does love mean, right? What do deep friendships mean, or connective friendships, or friendships in general? What does family mean to you? For some people, family means very close knit. You do things with your family, for your family. You're very much together. For others, it doesn't mean the same. So notice what that means to you. Notice when you think about those things, how you feel about it. But also trust yourself. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Know that you're planting the seeds, that you can change your mind. You can renegotiate. You can pluck the weeds. But in all of it, Aquarius, your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off. So if there's times where you slip back or you take a step back, don't be hard on yourself. Use that self-care, use that self-love. Be super graceful and kind with yourself, because no matter what, your hard work is paying off. The stuff that you are doing, the initiative that you are taking, it is paying off. So congratulations to you for that, because, you know, it does get, you know, a little bit, it can be a little bit scary for some to really take a look at what's going on, and to really, really get clarity around what they really do want. Because sometimes when we really allow ourselves to say it out loud, we can be afraid either of achieving it, of not achieving it, what other people might think, and actually sometimes what we really might think about ourselves for, you know, daring to dream that big. But Aquarius, what is coming through here is dare. Dare to dream it and dare to do it. Set the intentions, get clarity on it, plant those seeds, trust, and your hard work will pay off. Wow, what a gorgeous reading. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.